Welcome to your daily focus, November the 19th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. And I send it right back to you. What do we have today? The 19th. Well, the 19th is the Sun card. Okay, the I am. So, where are you wanting growth in your life? Who are you becoming? What are you stepping into going forward? We're always transforming. Change is constant. So we know that. So we are taking control of that. I am. This is where you see the things that you are capable of, really capable of. Remember, Mars moves into Scorpio today. So we can get very focused, very centered. So just move it into the consciousness because the energy is around you to support that thought process, that focus, that attention. I think the sun is talking to Jupiter today too in a good way. So there's the I am, with the growth, the abundance. And what growth and abundance means to you. It could be your health and well-being. It could be your relationships. It could be your community service, work, career. If you add the numerology up, it comes to a 15. That's the devil card. Devil card is very much about cutting the cords of standing in our own independence. I think we've gotten the flamingo 2 days in a row. So, standing on your own 2 feet and your own independence, knowing your own strength, and taking ownership of I am. I am brave. I wear these earrings that I got. One is brave and the other is worthy. And when I put them on, I say the words. And so at least once a day, and when I take them off, I usually read them too. So twice a day, minimum, I'm saying these things to myself. Brave and worthy. So people always ask me, aren't they unique? I can't wait to run into her at a fair again and buy more. So how do you tell yourself how deserving you are, how worthy you are, how talented you are? One plus five is 6. That's the Lovers. That is growing your love, your passion more deeply. And it could be for a person, absolutely, when we look at the Lovers card. But in numerology, it's more about our everyday routine and having a balance within our life, making sure we're taking time out for ourselves. It might be 5 minutes, but it's 5 minutes. Our health and well-being, nutrition, exercise. Sun is in Scorpio. Moon. I think the moon stays in Leo for almost the entire day. I think it's only towards evening and maybe late evening, maybe early evening. Depends on where you are on the planet. So towards evening, I believe it would move into Virgo. Let's see what the cards have to say. Seven of Cups. It's time to get single-minded a focus in. It's like we're being pulled into so many different directions, or nothing's really happening, or we're not really seeing sparks, and we're starting to get more curious about what we can step into, who we can become. So this card says that we could actually dip into the unrealistic, so it's important to stay grounded and to bring your focus into not everything in the world and everything in your life, but to one main part of your life, to really gain strength there, to bring in an overall balance into your life. Balance of your mind, body, and soul. I mean, that's Uranus retrograde, so don't forget Uranus is there going retrograde, bringing in that message for us to learn right now. We have the Knight of Swords. Oh, look at that. We're raring to go. We want to move forward. There's a passion in us. I mean, that is Mars and Scorpio right there. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go forward. Let's stand in our truth. Let's go after that dream. Let's set that goal. Let's set that expectation for our tomorrow to come into existence today, one step at a time. There's a clarity, there's an understanding, there's a renewed energy in you, in us. And the Knight of Pentacles is back, saying trust in your intuition, trust in your sage wisdom, trust in who you are, your talents, your abilities, just who you are, the unique you. Stand in your truth, most definitely. I mean, we're a knight, and yet we wear no armor. We have no weapon. We don't even have reins on the horse. We trust. We trust in, that horse perhaps being God, our angels, our spirit guides. To trust in being able to be guided forward by tapping into our inner wisdom, by tapping into our intuition. So I think the Seven of Cups being the very first card is we're starting to weigh what we really need to put our focus on, our attention on. Maybe we've been a little scattered in where we want to set our goals truly and really put the determination behind it, because we can't build Rome in a day, so to speak. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's where I got that from. So it's bringing in the focus and really weighing it out if that's really a path that we want to take or should take. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. How true is that? The only person you need approval from is you. Your truth. How it makes you feel. Your happiness. And yes, we have to fit within society's standards, don't we? But we can choose whether or not to be within a certain relationship. We can choose whether or not we want to be with a certain group of people. And yes, there are other factors that always weigh in. But really it comes down to our choice and whether we want to make the effort or use our time or use our energy or use our resources towards that or not is really, at the end of the day, our choice. And the other choice might not be great in some ways, but it might be wonderful in others. So it's up to you and you alone to decide that path and what really truly feels like abundance to you. It could be great health. It could be climbing that corporate ladder and gaining the success that you've worked so hard to bring into existence. It could be being of service within the community. It could be growing that relationship deeper, or having the right people around you, or stepping into a group of people that are like-minded. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only on your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. It's how you feel on the inside that matters. So it might take you, it's not just walking away from something and just throwing in the towel. It's about understanding how you can work your path to slowly work your way out of an environment, perhaps. So try and figure out the first step, perhaps. It could be just standing in your truth and just saying, I don't want this anymore in my life. We are in full moon energy, and it's about making our dreams come true. That's what this full moon energy is all about. So it's being honest with yourself about how you feel and what makes you feel happy, what brings in joy, what makes you feel content and happy and joyous. Did I hold that up for you? Okay. Seeking approval of others hinders my joyousness. So I would prefer just to put up a sticky note saying I surround myself with joy and happiness. Well, we'll see what our animals have to say. And don't forget that Knight of Swords. I mean, we really step into that single-minded focus. We are raising our sword up in the air and we are yelling charge. We are getting excited about maybe moving through some, we are challenging ourselves, I think, a little bit with Mars and Scorpio. We're saying, I got this. I can do this. I'm going to push myself out of the comfort zone. And it might be rocky and it might be hard, but I think it's worth it because it brings me in joy. Clarity comes in. We have the bats. Clarity. Hidden fears, open mind, heart and soul, trust, passion. So, hidden fears. We walk through them. Once we see them for what they are, they don't have any power over us. We're not fearful. Open mind. So, stay in the present. Be open to what comes your way right now. What is being shown to you. How you're feeling. Pay attention to your emotion. Clarity of mind means clarity of passion too. This is why the great and clear mind loves ardently and seeks distinctly what it loves. So many are afraid of bats. They often fly in a sporadic fashion, never knowing where they will swoop. Instead of relying on their sight, they use other senses. The main one being their hearing. If you've chosen bat, you are being told that the clarity you seek has to be sought in a different way. Bat offers you a clarity to see around you what may be hidden. Now is the time to look at your life subjectively and see what you can do and see where you can add positive and passionate changes. And it could be a lot of this, right? I mean, Seven of Cups was our first card. And it's bringing in the clarity. It's maybe seeing things that weren't there before that, you have to push away. Maybe you are looking within and you are seeing some things and some changes that you want to make in your life. And it's starting to get a little bit like, wow, I can see these different things now where I couldn't see them before. So the clarity comes in, the understanding comes in. That offers you the clarity to see around you what may be hidden. Now is the time for you to look at your life subjectively and to see where you can add positive and passionate changes. You might sign up for a class or start a new creative project or finish one that you started way back when. Is it possible that you're neglecting communication with those who love you, but you weren't even aware of it? You may have been acting as a hermit and didn't even realize it. Call your friends and plan a fun night out. Release old fears, anxieties. You can write down your fears one by one on a piece of paper. And after you complete the task, take each paper out and say aloud, I release, and insert your fear. Then either rip up the piece of paper or burn it in the fireproof container, we have to put in that safety feature these days, don't we? Allowing the universe to take care of all that is holding you back. So I think we have some beautiful energy to see where we're actually getting hung up, where we're actually maybe wanting to change how we use our time or our energy or our resources going forward. It could be very much about our routines and our health and our well-being with the sixth energy. And it's about bringing in abundance in an area of your life. So look for the clarity, look for the understanding. Definitely look within to see where you are most joyous, most happy, and see how you can take one step towards bringing that in on a consistent basis in your life going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.